The all-awaited Chapter 15, or at least it is in the game, because this section, Quelly Sumash, has been stated to be massively important, so let's go then. Great waves, that was a close call. Too close. Old Humpback's not cut out for this. I thought our guide was supposed to be helpful. I'll admit I may have miscalculated my estimation to the competence of our captain. Here we go, thank you. Now, wait a minute. Hold on, I see something up ahead. That must be it. Stop the ship. Lower the sails. Aye, aye, Captain. I've always wanted to say that. Look at that thing, it's massive. Yeah, it's so massive, I'm surprised no one found it previously. Is that the temple we seek? Yes, you do well to drop anchor here before the ship gets too close. I'll drop my anchor where I please, thank you very much. Drop the anchor quickly. If this is it, what now? I've brought you here, have I not? I cannot take the trial for you. But then the trial has already begun? Can you tell me nothing of it? Since you insist, I will share with you only what was once shared with me. The trial of the soul is composed of 3 parts. A test to the mind, body, and spirit. Please do not do 3 levels in one go. That would suck. Each level's already an hour. I don't want to spend 3 hours on one map. The test of the body is a fight not unlike anything you've ever experienced. The only enemies you will face are the ones that you take with you.
What?
The enemies we take with us? Is it like inner darkness, or am I fighting myself? Well, no point in stopping now, Irving. Come on, let's hop into the dinghies and have a look. I've been around the whole perimeter, not so much as a crevice, let alone any kind of entrance. Strange. Benji, any luck with your strategy?
Smash!
How hard I smash, these walls won't budge. I'll take that as a hard no. It's writing. Huh? The holes in the walls, if you connect them, they form letters. Now, how do you figure that one? The walls of our monastery had similar markings.
Brilliant.
Brilliant, yes. She's right, they do form letters. Characters in pre-calamity Elvish, to be precise. Sun Elvish, probably? Actually, the elves shared a common language before the calamity, though it's hard to imagine now. It's quite different from our own tongue, but I should be able to translate. Just a moment. Boy, am I lucky you guys were here, because I would have never figured that out. But yeah, because you specifically need an elf in your party, and I have... Is it just Corvin? Because Meave's a half-elf? I probably wouldn't know. I think. We'll see. Mouse and my controller turned off. Well done, me. What does it say? Power is a seed. To yield a fruitful harvest, it must be. And it trails off. There's no punctuation. So the latter part must be missing. You go ahead and analyse that punctuation, Corvin. Let the real brains in the group think about solutions. Presumably it rhymes in its completed form. In ancient Elvish, of course. I can translate different words to see if the endings letters match. As seed, planted, watered. Not too simple. Perhaps soaked or germinated. I don't think any of those words would have sounded similar. Let's think. What's on a farm? A shovel, cow, farmers, fields. Genius.
Really something.
A farmer's on a farm, yes. Truly remarkable insight, Sophia. Thanks. A field. Letters at the end match exactly the word for harvest. Yeah, another one should come before it. Oh, not bad. Sown a field, thrown a field. What do we have you scholar types here for anyway? Go do your thing. No, those words are far too short. It wouldn't fit the meter.
You've done well.
Scattered? Scattered a field? Let me see. Why, yes. The meter fits perfectly, that's it. What now? Do we say it? Well, I've never actually tried to speak the language. Come to think of it, I don't think I've heard anyone speak that language. I wouldn't know where to begin. Irving, take me closer to the walls. Right. Lara Uhata. The only enemies are the ones that you bring with you. Is this your idea of a joke? I don't think I like how I'm looking at me. I don't, because I know how strong my characters are, and I would rather not have our characters die, thanks. You think we can make friends with them? I think that's the last thing they want. Worth a shot, though. We don't want to fight. You need not express your wants in this place. We have read your soul. You must fight, so you will. Can't say that isn't creepy. There's no reason to delay. Time is not on your side. This much weighs heavily on your souls. Right, looks like we have no choice. Leave it to you to keep pushing forward even in ghost form. Garrick, son of Galen. You are stronger than you allow yourself to know. Marin, the voice of comfort. In all your efforts, you always have been enough. Alden, a hero before your time. You don't need to measure up, you already do. Irving, bound by blood, your conviction will hold you steady when you fear to break. Such resolve has not touched this place in millennium. The challenge is cast onwards to your fate. What are we looking at? They all appear in one go. As I'd rather not put Thalaniel on, because he is spectacularly difficult to kill. Lincoln on. Is it Ren off? Marin on. God, this is gonna be honestly miserable. So Irving has to fight Irving, probably. And then we need to defeat Caius, who can just dodge everything.
It will be done.
I'll drag them towards me.
How's it going?
Benji back, so Benji gets more move. I am going to lose a lot of units in this map. Like, I can guarantee it. They're my three most hearty units.
In position.
I'm gonna suck at this map, aren't I? Oh, thank God he dodged. Miss, 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 miss. Oh, thank God. Come on, Caius, you legend. Wait, did I put Marin on? I must have done. Actually, they seem a lot weaker than me. They don't have my stats. Or they'd be absolutely wrecking me right now. They have half my stats, is that the thing? I didn't check that, did I? Alright, so here's Shadow Irving. 97, 28, 0, 24. No, they definitely have my stats.
Here.
That's Irving down.
Smash!
That 64% chance of crit is just god. Beautiful.
Let's do it.
This should be able to take out my archer. Yep. The more I can take down in this one mission, the easier it's going to be for me. I would like to take down Caius next. Elias, I mean. Maybe not.
No hard feelings.
In position.
Move Bianca up. Right. The hardest one to defeat would be you. So if I move Elias first, because he's at the back, and he doesn't have as much movement range. He can't defeat Benji. I was trying to think of the easiest way to not get most of my units immediately slaughtered. Alright, so he's not a threat to me because of his decreased stats. He attacks at 2 range, so it would be nice to get rid of him first.
I'm on it.
Lead the way.
Well, I can't let Marin get hit regardless. That's fine.
My shield is yours.
We'll lose a lot of health. I at least want to take down one of them. You can almost KO Benji.
Leave it to me.
Can you take down Archer Boy? Mage Boy? You can. So let's whittle down their mages, because they're the biggest threat. So we'll take down Orima first if we can. The problem is if this misses. Because if this misses, I am not going to be in for a good time.
Together.
You'll knock 30 immediately off me. 20 off Vesta, knocking it to 29. 0. 7.
My shield is yours.
10. I haven't even started on these top units yet. $17 twice. Like, do these count as my own deaths? Because this map is going to suck. I mean, we could probably take Elias down, but... not take Lincoln down, but
On it.
there's no point of taking Lincoln down.
Thought you'd never ask.
And she's way too fast for me to deal with immediately. Well, we'll make a start. I'm probably going to fail a lot of this map, but by the looks of it, I just want to get through it. This map looks miserable.
I'll take point.
Can you defeat Benji? Yes. That's at least one down.
See it through to the end.
I would like to get their mages down, though. So let's try that. She's probably going to miss, though. Oh, thank you, Vesta. I needed that. That saved me a lot of stress, thank you. I want to take down Orima, at least. You can only attack these units. Might go get Lincoln KO'd. Healing Vesta. Yeah. We do need to take Orima down.
Honored.
If I send Orima here, he's immediately going to get KO'd.
Leave it
Same
to
with
me.
Meave. She can actually hurt them. She definitely cannot take Orima down. I need these units to come over and assist. I need to survive this turn.
Honored.
I'll keep Bianca at least out of the way for now. Can't say that's ideal. That's fine. You inflict your potential 4 damage. Ooh, that's not good. That's fine. Can we stop attacking Helena, please? Literally knocking her to 1 health.
Faith sustains me.
Uh,
The sun sets on the path.
Dexterity is... What is dexterity? Dodge. Helena's fine without dodge. It's fine. Now then.
Benji's always ready.
Would have rather that been a crit. That's not terrible. Might swap over the tank ability from Helena to Vesta. I was lucky I KO'd Alden first. Because if their Alden did this, he would be completely wrecking my entire team. Right. Potentially win this turn, actually. The problem is going to be Caius. Because he is fast boy.
You're really gonna try me?
Yeah, this is by far the worst map in the game.
Such an easy target.
I mean, in hindsight, I could have just put all my weakest units on and just like 2 strong ones. But it's like, how do you kill Irving with weak units? I mean, you could do it with mages, but... Lie us down.
Experience is a fine weapon.
Thanks, Maeve.
It will be done.
Yeah, I just can't hit her at all. What about Vesta? I can cause a little bit of damage to Vesta. Next we need to take down the Strider. I suppose we can try. Like, he will definitely kill Marin.
Stay with me.
How can I assist?
You can take down Orima for me. Hmm.
At your disposal.
Like, if this misses, I'm going to have a really bad day. Oh, good.
See it through to the end.
Mage boy down.
My sword grows lighter with every swing.
It will be done.
That's the best I've got. Of course it missed. Do these guys have artifacts, by the way? No. Well, I hit Caius, that's something. That was literally the issue.
Awaiting orders.
of trying to beat him. I bet you're fast enough to hit her, aren't you? Like, no. Not even close.
Awaiting orders.
Right, so Vesta is probably going to attack either herself, Bianca, or my dodge tank. It's fine. Also fine. It's not fine though.
I knew it would cost
Oh,
everything.
3 strength minus. Fuck you, game.
Benji brings the heat.
That 3 strength really matters. Fuck you, game. Right, now I need to hurt Bianca.
Together.
I can whack Vesta with my biggest units. That's not a massive problem. I need to give me some more strength then if I'm going to keep maining her. Because a 3 reduction in strength is absolutely miserable. Can't dodge yourself. Christ, we're going to be here a while. What's the easiest way? Who has chain?
Nowhere to
Just
run.
lock her there. And then we'll whack at her with some spells, and hopefully it'll work. She's too tanky. Oh. Alden works. Bye, Vesta. Wow. He's quite a tanky boy. He shouldn't be. I'm not just put
My shield
Vesta
is
there.
yours.
I mean, it's 9% chance, but it's something.
It will be done.
God, losing Meave is a massive issue for me. 3 strength, though. Oh. Eleanor's fine. She doesn't really need dex. It affects her ability to hit, but I can mitigate that.
Nowhere to run.
Right, now we'll just bombard her with spells from every single direction until she goes down. Well, that hit her. That's something. That missed. Missed again.
Proudly meeting expectations.
I mean, Caius could probably just run in and whack her, so that's something. Benji probably could if he procs a crit. Oh, you're Benji.
Stay with me.
Like, this should be enough.
Woo! Bam!
And now I'm out of mages.
We've got you.
Right away. Rally to me.
Right, so I did only lose 2 units. That's not terrible. It's a shame one of them was my archer who needs strength, so I might have to give her strength up to mitigate any of that damage. Go away, Lincoln. Okay. Oh, that sucked so hard.
Bad for a street ride.
That amazingly sucked. I mean, it wasn't the worst mission, but that was unexpected. Really miserable. Perhaps it should not have been. I understand the warning now. A lot of good that does us. Regardless, we did it. I'm no arithmetician. But 2 parts down means there's only 1 to go. I doubt this giant door is here by accident. Let's check it out. Wait. What is it? Only one should enter the inner sanctum, alone with myself, of course. The trial was originally designed to be faced one at a time. And who do you propose that should be? That is not for me to decide. I don't like the idea of splitting up. Well, if we have to, we should call a vote to decide who goes. Irving, I don't think we need to call a vote. Very well then, it should be Vesta or Meave. The organizations know more of these affairs than the rest of us combined. I'm not sure that's true, Irving. And even if it were, I'm not sure that would help. Alright then, who else? I think most of us feel it should be you. Really? I'm not sure that makes sense. You being pro-tag boy, it makes a lot of sense. One roundabout way or another, all of us ended up here because of you. Besides, it was your father's idea to send us here. His faith in you is what convinced him to continue to trust the aspects to us in the first place. It seems to me that you give our best chance. Does anybody object?
Well, what do you know?
There's your vote. Seems your friends have made their choice, Irving. Alright, so they have. Wish me luck. You won't need it. His hair's gone back to black and red again. Why? I don't get it. Ah, a bright flame illumines the wall. Illuminates? Illumines the wall of the sanctum. It has lain in darkness for many years. To see these walls again stirs something in me. Silence, anchored one. I know why you have come. It is not with you who I wish to speak. Tell me, bright flame, what brings you to this place? Who asks this? A guest enters my home and asks that I make an account of myself. I am Coeli Sumash, once revealed in this place, where my Terrelsian aspect rests. Oh, I get your aspect now, do I? The God of the Soul. God of the Soul. Isn't that who my lightning boy needs? As he already acquainted with my domain. I would ask how you know. Now I would ask to know more of you. Forgive my brashness, mighty Coeli Sumash. My name is Irving. It is pleasant to know what you are called, but the soul speaks more of a man than his name. That may be. I was sent here on behalf of the Order of the Eternals. We hope to protect the aspects from the one who would use them for ill. Yes, such faith the Order has in its cause and its agents. I hope it is not misplaced. As do I. I was informed that if I pass your trial, I might receive something that would aid our quest. Supplies or weapons of some kind? Indeed you might. Tell me, who are these who stand so nervously beyond the threshold? They are soldiers, I suppose, great fighters, from many corners of terror. Foiling the plot of the nefarious aspect thief has become our common purpose. I see, so they are each quite powerful.
Yes.
That's true, each brings something unique to the whole. What if you learned that I could grant all of these powers to you? I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean. No longer would the mighty Irving, heir of House Sildarian, fight to win the approval of his own troops, coordinate their movements, or inspire them to courage. His will would be indomitable, subsumed by all who look upon him with admiration in their hearts. At what cost? What you ask is wise. A fine boon comes with such a price. The transference of power would cost them their mortal soul. I wouldn't think of it. And if that was the only way to prevent the disaster you fear, still, I couldn't. Besides, I don't know how that would be the case. They've become so much of, why would I want to stop this necromancer in the first place? They're my friends. So much of why I want to. Why, you should have said so. You call them soldiers, if you'd remember. Perhaps I was wrong to. Err is mortal, but to acknowledge this and grow, that is the divine. These friends of yours, how do you lead them? By love, fear, the promise of gold? Truly, I think. Trust, I think. But if I'm honest, I'm not sure I understand it. Their loyalty humbles you. I guess I'm just not as convinced as they are that I know what's right, or that I always will. They need not believe that you're right, nor your need to be right. Your thoughts search for justice, as one I have seen before. But justice does not reside in the mind. A sand glass may tell you the time, but not the weather. Be that as it may, I fear our time is in short supply. But you have yet to present me with your gift. Gift. Yes, the stone which has guided you to me. It has travelled many leagues and years to come to rest in this place. Set it on my altar. You have my thanks, bright flame. Storage receipt. Oh, I got more eternal aspects. Members of your order who entrusted these to me have passed from this world not long ago. Now it seems they are safest and most useful with you. But what of the third trial? I was told there would be 3. All 3 trials you have passed, bright flame. And with the sincerity such I have never seen. Which is why I entrust you too with my own aspect. Now go, leave me with this troubled one. There are stirrings in Astralis I could use his bleak thoughts on. Last, Irving, these aspects may aid you, but they cannot save you or your friends. Only you can stop that. Such wisdom, and how many empires rose and fell while you thought up these words. I've discovered much in my solitude, Quelly, and we have much to discuss. Farewell, bright flame, and take courage in your quest. Continue your search for righteousness, as if Terrazael itself depends on it. Perhaps it does. Yes, perhaps it does. Conversing with a god? I can hardly believe it. This is the stuff of fairy legends.
Take heart.
Well, I believe what I see, and I'm looking at more aspects than I ever knew existed in one place. Epic. It's going to take some time to figure out what each of these are capable of. Well, we've got no shortage of that. It'll be a while before we make landfall in Etlan. And that's assuming we can get out of these mists without our guide. Did you really have to leave it behind?
Yes.
Yes, it seemed Quelly Sumash had some purpose for it. What that could be, I can't say. Honestly, I can't say I'm too mad about it. The guy was making me nervous anyway. Were you? I think I might have to agree. Wait a minute. How did you get here? On the ship? And how exactly did you sneak onto my ship? One of your barrels, you don't exactly have the strictest security detail. You free riding rat. I should have thrown you overboard. Okay, Captain Tough. Maybe you actually shipped any goods that would have had such a free real estate to choose from.
Look, kid.
Why, you little... I think maybe we should leave these two to settle this themselves. Who? Who is Guy? Hey, good to be out of the mists, isn't it? Definitely. The clear skies seem to have thawed on the mum a little bit, which I think everyone is appreciating. How are you holding up? Well, we're not well enough, all things considered. That's good to hear. You've been through a lot these past few weeks. Your hair has gone back to red and black again for some reason. Is his hair always supposed to be red and black? It's just not in battle for some reason? That's got me really confused. More than I signed up for when I enrolled in the academy, that's for sure. Ah, but that's always how it is, isn't it?
What?
How do you mean? It was never like this before. No, but in all the stories we heard growing up, a good hero always gets more than he bargains for. I guess, but in stories, you always know the hero can handle it.
Hardly.
Not necessarily. Didn't you ever study the great Sun Elf tragedies at the academy? So my story is a tragedy? That's reassuring. No. Life is different, of course. More like being the author and main character at the same time. I hardly feel in control of anything. Fine, maybe it's more like being one of several authors. Think he knows we're coming? The necromancer? Whoever that was on the battlefield? I think he expects to see you again, but I think he'll be better prepared.
No kidding.
I think so too. In fact, I'm sure of it. Though I can't explain why. Well, then the only thing to do is to be more prepared for him than he is for us. Your father will be proud. I'm flattered to hear those words coming from your mouth. That's probably as close to his approval as I'll ever get. That's not true and you know it. Perhaps. Seems like we could both benefit from giving ourselves a little more credit for our accomplishments. Perhaps. I think I'm going to turn in. Ford needs me on deck bright and early tomorrow. Sounds good. And Garrick, I just wanted to tell you I'm really grateful that you're still here for and after everything. You know, I get these moments sometimes. It makes me feel like the four of us right back at the academy. Like nothing has changed. I know what you mean. I wouldn't have had it any other way. I wouldn't either. Well, I'll leave you to enjoy the view. Beautiful, isn't it? But don't stay too long. I wouldn't want to wake up and find you'd fallen overboard to be captured by wandering Alethea. Didn't say you were turning in? Right. Hey, would you look at that? The priest lady finally looks up from her rocks to take in the sea. You really are the worst, Ford. What are you still around for anyway? When you're going to use us to extort your debtors and be off?
Yeah, I better get paid.
Yeah, well, the financing from your beloved order should just about cover things. Besides, I think you guys are starting to like having me around. I won't want to make anybody sad. No, just irritated, apparently. Only you, your holiness. Hey look, dolphins. Yeah, they breach one after each other. I read ones that sometimes inspires sailors of stories of sea serpents. Oh, trust me, when you've seen the real thing, you can tell the difference. Oh, wow, I've never seen anything like that. They're majestic. Now we're in... What is this? That appears to be avian excrement. Cursed birds. That might be bad news for your robe, but it's good news for us. We can't be too far from the shore. How far do you reckon? With winds like this, not more than a day. Say, Sarah. You sure your guys will take care of old Humpback? It seems like I might be gone for a while. Couldn't live with myself if anything happened to her.
Of course.
Your ship will be safe in Aramor, Ford, you have my word. I just wish Aramor wasn't so far from Kirch. It'll be weeks before we get there. On the bright side, that's less than we've spent on the ship. It's just travelling on foot like criminals is completely different. It is, but it's important. My contacts will help us get to the bottom of who's behind this. I know. Nothing beats the sea, huh? We won't be fugitives forever, Alden. Once we've secured the aspects and stopped whatever's afoot, all of Delia will know what we've done. They'll understand. If by they you mean Varric, I hardly think he developed a sudden inclination for mercy, if he's still the king after this. We'll see. In the depths of Kuala Sumash's temple, Irving meets the god himself. After passing the trial of soul, he entrusts Irving with the power of a huge trove of aspects. The party departs from the mists safely. Heading back to Etlan after the ardour of their voyage to Varroa, spirits are low. Each knows that a difficult journey lay ahead of them. They head for Kirch, where Vesta has an order contact who can set them up and give them the lay of the land. For some inexplicable reason, Faust continues to follow along. Who is Faust? Oh, he's a healer! Interesting. A healer who grants crit. Okay, give me a second to have a think of what he's going to do. We're going priest, I think. Like, if I make him into a priest, I can swap him out for Marin. Because he seems to be a higher level. Acolyte doesn't seem as useful. I mean, Guardian's fine, but I don't really want him to attack. Priest gives him dodge. I can't exactly see his stats from the screen. Okay, priest. Oh, you've got a cool design. Hello, Irene. The prodigal priestess returns. It's good to see you, Vesta. And you, Irene. Though I wish the circumstances were different.
Well,
That comes with the territory. Tavern chatter says you and your friends here set off across the sea. Never to return, I would hope. Depends on who you ask. Would you mind introducing yourselves? I feel like a rat in a steam house right now. I'm Irving Sildarian of Brookstead.
very well.
Meve Levaron, Grand Inquisitor of the Mystic Council of the Expanse. Lincoln Voldasov, former commander of the Delian army. Sarah Rowan, or Rowan, third in line of the Amoran throne.
Wait.
Let me get this straight. The grandson of the Order's Grand Master, right hand of Delia's former commander, the likely future Queen of Aramor, and the Mystic Council's favourite Inquisitor. That about cover it?
That's correct.
Favourite is a stretch, but you're correct for the most part. I was hoping that you could catch us up on what we've missed in our absence. You might as well get comfortable then. I've been doing my best to track the one you had me warned about during your departure. The Necromancer?
Sure.
Well, him too. Turns out there are a lot of shadowy figures traipsing about Delia, causing havoc lately. The strangest thing is that everything worth tracking seems to operate out of Sojourn. Which to me means one of three things. Either Varric's spies haven't noticed, haven't been able to stop it, or have been told not to stop it. I know Varric. If he caught wind of an unchecked conspiracy, he'd be tearing the country apart, piece by piece, to root it up. Well, he is. I'm just not sure the two are related. What do you mean? He's been accelerating timelines and work schedules for construction projects in Delia, most notably the aqueducts. He's destroyed several villages in its path, and conscripted their villagers for undentured labour. Is it going to be like a magical seal of some kind or something? That's cruel. The purpose of a king is to protect the people, not to use them to advance his own glory. You've met the man Irving, he's not who he once was. Perhaps. No, please, continue, Irene. Thousands of others, who feel as Irving does, have been imprisoned or indentured. They're reopening rural prisons that haven't been touched in decades. It's worse than we thought, especially for the common folk. Seems no one is safe from Varric's wrath. That much is certain. The entire country is at a tipping point. I wish I had more information for you, but I can't find so much as a word on this necromancer. But on the other sorcerer, the one that wiped out the armies at Swift Harbor. Every scrap of intel on that day points back to your group. Were you not responsible?
Troubling.
No, we were not. It's quite troubling. We're back to square one then. What news of the war? Stalled for the moment. Neither king seems in particular hurry to lose the other half of their army. I never imagined it would come to this, but King Varric strikes me as the most promising lead at the moment. It's unlike him not to investigate these occurrences. Is perhaps he's working with this sorcerer, or the necromancer, or worse, both? What about this prodigy you mentioned back in Cheleben? Care to elaborate?
Not.
I wouldn't know how to, and I certainly wouldn't be authorized to if I did. Not important, Lincoln. Not right now. We're going to have to go through Varric to get to whoever's behind this anyway. Might as well make our peace with that. Everything is right. Right now that whatever Meave knows about this prodigy doesn't matter until we're ready for it. How do we get started? First things first, we'll need a base of operations. We can sort out the rest from there. Any suggestions, Lincoln? You know this place better than anyone. And where Varric's men will be looking for us. I do know one place they dare not go. It's not far from here, actually. You speak of the Marrows? If you know of this place, you know it's best not to discuss it further until we arrive. We'll scare everyone half to death. Unless you have an alternative suggestion. No. You're already scaring me, Lincoln. It seems like we have little choice. I trust your judgment. Irene, thank you for your diligence. Your service does you great honour. Honour is nice, but that won't put me up at the Platinum Pony.
As you will.
You'll receive your payment from the order soon enough. In the meantime, leave no stone unturned. I'll do what I can. Farewell. Hopefully we'll meet again soon. Really? He just comes with 4 holy water? Christ, this is a lot. I can't say use for that one. Mastery. Always 50% hit rate. That would work for Benji. Because crits are guaranteed, so as long as he procs a crit. If he has a 50% chance to hit and a 50% chance to crit. That'd be a bit better. Star magic. Swaps defense and fortitude. Plus 10 with no adjacent allies. Ooh. That's pretty good. Significantly lowers the rate at which enemies target them. Suppose that's a good healer item. Dodge reduced by 60%, defense and fortitude increased by 10. Who's having that? Attacking and defeating enemies heals allies. Oh, that's good. Luck depleted to increase power of dodge and true speed. Not really. Defense and strength. Make a strong unit tanky or a tanky unit strong. Mastery and luck. Magic depleted to increase defense. Maybe? We'll have a look off screen for these. And we'll start straight away on the next episode with everything already done. Oh, that was a lot of talking.